Good morning, brother. Glad to have you with us. Glad to have you on there, Professor. Glad to have somebody positive's kick it. All right, come on. Trying to get this thing. Okay. You gotta love it when this thing wants to act up.
Buying some pretzel sticks? Excuse me? This is your wake-up call from TracFone Wireless. Okay. What if you didn't eat all those pretzel sticks by the end of the month? So this store took them back. Good luck. That's how some wireless companies are with your data, but TracFone Wireless gives you unlimited carryover data with active service. So you keep what you pay.
I will be with you guys in a moment as I'm trying to get the, for some reason, the poll doesn't want to work on here. I'm about ready just to stop it. All right. Good morning. Good morning. What Wi-Fi? It's not my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is working perfectly. It's just my phone. T-Kid, what's up, brother? You know how it is. Irritate the living mess out of it.
News Radio. I'm Tammy for Neal. Senate Republican leader Mitch McMahon says the abortion issue will be sorted out at the state level.
Probably just my phone. All right, we're going to which?
I don't think we'll get 60 votes in the Senate for any kind of national legislation. I think it's a practical matter. It's going to be sorted out at the state level.
He refused to say, however, he would personally vote for a 15-week national abortion ban, as proposed by South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. Democrats have made abortion a top campaign issue heading into the November elections, as states across the country have implemented strict abortion laws following the end of Roe v. Wade. The White House says protests on university campuses against the Israel-Hamas war must be peaceful. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby told ABC.
Thank you very much there. Good morning. I'm getting my poll question up, ladies and gentlemen, and to all the wonderful people out there. Good morning. Well, you know, whatever.
Have the ability to air their views and to share their perspectives publicly.
All right, let's see here.
Kirby condemned anti-Semitic language and threats of violence seen at some demonstrations. Protests have erupted at college campuses around the country, with some turning into encampments.
I should get my
Republican leaders have demanded President Biden deploy the National Guard.
one particular listener on.
The UAW and the German truck manufacturer came to an agreement Saturday that avoided a strike of 7,000 workers at a
Oh, no. We don't want that.
distribution centers.
I don't go in there.
Challengers topped the box office on its opening weekend. The R-rated drama about a love triangle in the world of competitive tennis.
Is that right? There you go. No.
Christian Rockford, King of Country, placed second with an estimated $7.7 million. You're listening to the latest NBC News Radio.
Shopping for insurance doesn't have to be stressful. I'm Christy, owner of Ellsworth Insurance.
You got 500 things going on at one time. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Carriers for home, auto, life, health, and
There you
commercial
go.
insurance. We're your one-stop shop for your insurance needs. www.insurewithellsworth.com 770-755-7053. We look forward to meeting you soon.
And Ronald here from Cowboy Force. Cowboy Force is Newman's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.cowboyforce.org or follow us.
All right. Good morning to you, fantastic, wonderful people. Let's go ahead and get that poll question up. Doing cat face. Yeah. Do I smoke tweak? No, sir, I don't. But if you smoke it, you can. Thank you, Professor Faith. Good morning, Warrior Defenders.
So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in New.
Oh, you're still going on about that? I like Andy. I like he has a good time. There he is, Andy, host Do You Know? Yes, I do know that. And thanks to you. No, sir, Catface, I don't use poppers, but if you do, I'm good with that. Is that Chris Benoit as your, oh my goodness. I know Chris Benoit. So I'm going to ask you, and it really don't matter what anybody else thinks, but since you got a Chris Benoit on your page, do you think it was murder? Because I've had my guest who's coming on Wednesday, Randy Rocket Cody, investigate into it. And we're kind of, and of course, where he was at, he was about 45 minutes away from where I'm in Atlanta area that I'm in, the metro Atlanta area where he lived. And do you think that it was a setup? Catface. Andy, Frisbee, the hobgoblin, is also known as the hunchback Manus Alabama tick. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Then you're going to like this show, buddy. Because we've talked about that in the past, Randy Rocket Cody from the metalden.com and mine. Good morning, my neighbor. Good morning, Steve. How you doing? So I got to get started, though, Catface. I agree. Good morning to you. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? It's that time once again for the first period of play, 3 periods of nonstop play. We got you in lockdown this morning. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. I'm your host of the most, Ryan O'Neal, and of course, 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast, shouting out loud across that RyanORadio media page. Earth, Rock, Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, the Navajo Nation, and ladies and gentlemen, it's across the one, the only Jordan Communications, the family radio stations, East Alabama, West Georgia, including right here at 99.1 FM WQEE, the key home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and real news. We're also on the British Columbia Isles of Canada out there, and got one of our brand new cat face. This guy is awesome. He's a Chris Benoit. He believes the way some of our listeners believe. Welcome into it. Until everybody else, listen up. Whether they like it or not, I am the man around here to all the haters out there. And Steve, what's up? This show sounds what? Oh, well, whatever. I'll take it, good or bad. I appreciate you being my neighbor, though. You say good morning, my neighbor, so you were good to me. Professor Fate is on with us this morning from down in Australia. He sent me some information. I read it. I enjoyed it. We're going to have to get some of that in there. Of course, we've got some other great listeners, Red Bricks heading on here. Cat Face is with us this morning. He is a Chris Benoit man, and he would really enjoy our discussions with Randy Rocky Cody, who joins us this coming up Wednesday on the show as we continue to explore more into the Epstein's list on Wednesday's show. As it's Weird Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. And so you enjoy that. And Andy's with us, my buddy Andy. He's still having problems with his stomach this morning, and like he was on Friday. I keep trying to tell him to stop eating the food that's not good for his stomach, but he just don't understand. He's like, I love it, Ryan. I got to keep eating it. Yeah. Oh. All them trolls here would be afraid of him. He'd be like, would you help me out? And they'd be like, no, he scared us. Where you go? Hello from USSR. Good morning to you. Steve says, we got to pretend I'm sleeping. My wife's about to go to work. Be back in a few minutes. Okay. Shh. We won't tell you. We won't tell on you. Shh. Oh, man. Yeah, you should seek some medical attention, Andy. I appreciate it. I love Andy. I really do. Everybody else is right. I heard he was elsewhere and people were crying about him saying stuff and everything. I'm like, you wussies. Andy's too cool for you. That's why you're part of the penitentiary, Andy. Mother Russia, love from Professor Fate to Russia. I thought it was Sam Kinison at first. Hey, that's not, hey. He's back from the dead, right? Hey, getting loud. We talked about Sam Kinison last month on the show with Randy Rocky Cody. We got some very cool cats and kittens in there, as they would say back in the day. And we appreciate you guys. And you're probably sitting there thinking, man, this guy's going to let us have fun and not whine like these little whiny little crybabies on here to get mad when Andy comes on and talks about his stomach problems. Andy was with us Friday, and he continues to stay with us. And Professor Fate, who's actually a professor in Australia, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So there you go. Dr. Bob's Nightmare. Thank you, Dr. Bob. We're going to call him doctor. He's probably doctor of nightmares. 15 minutes past the hour, 61 degrees in the Atlanta metro Atlanta area. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. If you need that perfect weather, summer, winter, spring, fall, we don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Mike and the crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. This morning, at least 4 dead, including the infant in Oklahoma tornadoes. We'll talk about cleanup in Nebraska and Oklahoma as tornadoes hit over the weekend there. We've got some Atlanta news as GOP candidates going through 3 in the woman. We'll dive deeper into that this morning. District 3 is the one, the only. Drew Ferguson is stepping down from his position there. We'll get into that a little bit. Also, we've got the WWE draft, ladies and gentlemen. I should have put that one in there, Gusty. I was thinking of a 4th person. There you go. There you go. We'll put that one in there for you. Kim Jong-un. We'll put that one in there for you, Gusty. But we'll also talk the WWE draft. We'll tell you what happened this week 5 as the Stallions kicked off a weekend and destroyed their opponents in the UFL. Coach scoring in the final period with Coach Tommy Lewis. See what's going on at Landmark Christian and his thoughts on UFL and the NFL draft and everything like that. So, and the River Dragons did lose this past weekend. I'm more with you on that one, my friend. Mr. 4th of July. That is such a cool name. Salute to you, Mr. 4th of July. I kind of agree with you. On that one. It's the way it's always been, huh? But anyway, we appreciate you guys being with us this morning. And our poll question is heating up out there, but our audience is educated enough to speak with one another without the false clickbait shows or the fake conspiracy theorists or fake conspiracy theorists. There are some real conspiracy theorists out there. We let them go. But fake conspiracy theorists and haters and division people. And I appreciate you guys voting this morning and giving me your thoughts. So which candidate for president will you elect? We've got 26% of the current president Biden, 30% Trump, 9% for RFK Jr., and 30% say none. We got 1 for Kim Jong-un. And Gusty says, I'm going for him. So Mr. 4th of July, I can't really say what he said, but he basically said your vote don't count. It's all blanked up in the end. So there you go. We're live on the radio, so I can't drop the F-bomb. So, but yeah, there you go. Andy, fake, should I report the Indian minorities? What do you guys in the chat think about China and space? Good question. Guys, we got some great things here. Always a great Major News Monday to kick off with all the news you can use, everything at 20 minutes past the hour. So let's kick it off with some of the headline news, just some stuff you can read for yourself on the WQEE page, because we believe, or at least Ryan believes, you can read for yourself. National Weather Service said a number of tornadoes over the weekend touched down over parts of Oklahoma and Nebraska. And through all that, there was at least 4 people dead, including a 4-month-old baby, as a series of tornadoes came through and destroyed Oklahoma overnight. Two deaths occurred in the city of Holderville, and one was in the city of Marietta and other cities of the Oklahoma Department Emergency Management Center. This was up to a category EF3, and it was 136 to 165 miles per hour. Cleanup began as underway in Omaha, Nebraska, after a major tornadoes outbreak as well. So we'll keep those people in our thoughts and our prayers this morning for sure, ladies and gentlemen, because it just seems like things like this gets worse and worse and worse. And we knew the bad weather was coming up over the weekend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, other headline news: NFL player among 10 shooting victims in Florida, 16-year-old in custody. Prince Harry to return to London for some games in May. I guess it's their version of the games in May. The punk loser alcoholic, he's on the perfect show. Yeah. He said, I hate politics, but I'm for whatever's best for the U.S. Thank you, brother. I love my listeners and new listeners. This is the real people, ladies and gentlemen, not the BS you see on mainstream TV, on Fox or CNN or MSNBC or the clickbaiters on here. Oh, I've got to make fun of this, that, and the other. These are the people telling it like it is. When they want Kim Jong-un, I mean, that tells you a lot. But like the punk loser alcoholic says, I hate politics, but I want whatever's best for us and the U.S. I mean, he should say. And like Mr. 4th of July said, and everything. So there you go. 2 Ukrainian service members fatally stabbed in Germany. Russian detained. Russia fires 9 drones at Ukraine, ladies and gentlemen, and damaging a hotel in a small city there. So those are some of that you can read for yourself. I'm going to get here and tell you, oh, this person's bad and that person's bad and this person. I'm going to let you guys make up the minds for yourself. There's a big difference in us. Exotic Wheels World. I love that name too. He says he made us look weak. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know which one he's talking about, but I'm pretty sure I do know what he's meaning, because some of my elder statesmen here are saying the same thing that come in here. Some of the younger ones don't. But hey, there's no hate in here. This is the real people really talking in our feed this morning. Like, subscribe, and share on the WQEE page. Real people getting to talk and not thrown off because they disagree. And they're not cussing each other out. because they're intelligent. I guess I'm giving you guys all the credit that other people don't want to. All right. Our poll question, you would hit a streak this morning, and not a hot topic, because it's not really a hot topic. It's just, this is who I vote for and this is who I vote for. That's what normal people say. It's a hot topic when it comes to the mainstream media, because they're like, we got nothing else better to do but try to make up things about all these people. Well, we got all of us do something bad in life. So, I don't really care what's going on in all these other people's personal life. All I care about is our thoughts on who you think would be the best. Now we got one is saying, Kim Jong-un, Mr. 4th of July, says, hey, doesn't really matter. Your votes don't count. And I understand where he's coming from as well. Have you ever heard Russian poetry? I've never have. Which of these candidates for president, guys, would you elect? President Biden's getting 20% of the votes. The former president, Trump's getting 40% of the votes. RFK Jr. is getting 7% of the votes. None is getting 32% of the votes. And one person voted for Kim Jong-un. So there you go. I'm loving this. See how you get people's opinions and there's no arguing? They try to cut and paste on these clickbait news media stuff on the YouTube to make people like they're uneducated on either side, or call each other out, and this person's demon and this person's evil and that person's evil. None of these people coming here seem evil to me. They just seem like this is what I want and this is what I want. Seems normal to me. Of course, that's why they don't want me. That's why they keeping this show down. But they can't get the 50,000 plus out of worldwide. All right. I'd love to hear some Professor Fate. There you go. And the punk loser alcoholic. Everybody's got a cool name, but that one it just reminds me of some punk rock music. Well, let's see. One more news story as we head into the break here in just a moment. The U.S.-China relationship could either be unstable or become stable. The relationship spirals downward, according to the Chinese foreign minister, Wang Yi, said on Friday, he's warning that to his U.S. counterpart, Anthony Blinken, that both diplomats should seek fostering their dialogue between the U.S. and China. We will see what happens after, of course, many believe the COVID-19, of course, COVID-19 did come from China. Some believe that it was done on purpose. Some believe it was an accident, but I think most people feel like it was on purpose. Whether it was on accident or on purpose, this is what's really kind of disdained the United States' relationship with China due to that. And I know we'll go and try to blame one president or the former president. No. It had to do with what actually happened with that. And I don't think a lot of people trust what's going on. But I think it'd be best for them to try to get back on their, as you guys would say, good terms, as we would say, good terms. All right. And we're going to talk about TikTok being banned in the United States. Could it be banned in the United States? I don't know. We've still got some sports news for you this morning and the WWE draft. I'm going to give you a list of who hit the draft on SmackDown, and we're on SmackDown and Raw. And former champion Roman Reigns said he pulled his name out so he wouldn't be the number one draft pick. They're doing the WWE draft around the NFL draft going on right now, right? Yeah, there you go. All right, let's see what time it is. 27 minutes past the hour. Current conditions, we are still holding. Oh, I'm back. My wife went to work. All right, good deal. Steve, thank you for coming back. We are about 27 minutes past the hour currently in the metro Atlanta area. We are holding at, can you believe it, 61 degrees under sunny skies. It's a Monday, Major News Monday. Thank you for blowing on the horn there. We appreciate you guys coming by, tuning in to RyanORadio Penitentiary and being a part of the RyanORadio Penitentiary on this Monday edition. You guys are in lockdown with us. Professor Fate says, I hate TikTok. There you go. We'll talk about that in just a few moments. Maybe what else is going on with the Israel at war, some updates there. We've been hearing some things going on as far as like protests in the United States and around the country. We'll get into that around some of the colleges and everything. So there you go. We're going to take a break. Back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put you in a penalty box for safekeeping. Stay with us. I agree with you on that one, Professor.
62 is grand up to those showers if possible. Low near 62 light and variable winds. 60% chance of showers taking into Tuesday. Early showers, scatter showers by the afternoon. High near 70.
Let's see here.
Southwest winds 5 to 10
Yeah.
miles per hour. Tuesday evening, mostly light and variable winds. Mostly sunny on Wednesday, high near 84, light and variable winds. Clear skies on Wednesday night, low near 56, light and variable winds. By Thursday, mainly sunny, high near 87, low near 60.
Getting ready to come back momentarily.
Low near 64 and mostly cloudy. That's your active weather forecast. Brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Michael the Brew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you.
Ready to earn some sweet Southern rewards? Check out the Southern Rewards Cashback account from Southern States Bank, where debit card transactions earn you cash back. With our Southern Rewards Cashback account, you can earn up to $30 a month. Sign for your Southern Rewards Cashback terms and conditions apply. Visit your nearest branch or check us out online at southernstatesbank.net to learn more. Southern States Bank, your bank, your rewards. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, and MLS number 410611.
There, folks. For the top expert in Medicare, health insurance, and life insurance, look no further than CP Financial. Meet Charmaine, your trusted agent. Charmaine works for multiple companies, ensuring you get the options tailored just for you. Why settle when you can have the best? 706-525-5931 and speak to Charmaine, CP Financial top local sales agent. Your peace of mind is just a call away.
Shopping for insurance doesn't have to be stressful. I'm Christy, owner of Ellsworth Insurance, located here in Newnan, Georgia. We're an independent agency with access to multiple carriers for home, auto, life, health, and commercial insurance. We're your one-stop shop for your insurance needs.
All right, we're getting ready to come back. This is the closest I've got to social media due to work. We are not even meant to post on YouTube. Wow. Well, I appreciate you being with us.
Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. Drive time. WQEE. Braves Country is a Southern sports talk show. Back McGee and the Armchair Quarterbacks. That's Braves Country. Back McGee and the Armchair Quarterbacks. Weekdays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. right here on WQEE 99.1 FM. Hi, this is Martin Surya.
Missed a couple of days and everybody don't come on again.
We help those who are struggling with their faith or have doubts through discussion, inspirational stories, and contemporary.
Here we go. Woo! You got that right. All right, good morning to you. How you guys doing on a big Monday morning? Major News Monday. Welcome back in from the penalty box. I'm RyanORadio Penitentiary host Ryan Neal, and you're in lockdown. Chief Flock. Okay, let's see. It's all together. Is that Chief Looking Glass? All right, Chief Looking Glass. What is your stance on Costco hot dogs? They're not very good because they might hurt Andy's stomach. Is my mind on them. So sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. It determines how many days they're left in the warmer. All right, some headline news this morning to let you guys know. President Biden praises UAW as the United Auto Workers and the trucking company have came to a tentative agreement to avoid a strike of 73,000 workers there. And stuff going on in Palestine, a pro-Palestinian group on the campus of a university at Tufts must end, the school says, calling on the protesters to remove it peacefully and voluntarily. They're there laying out, trying to lay out and everything. Everybody has different views on this, and it's understandable. Everybody wants the war in Israel to come to an end, and it was supposed to. But Israel and Iran and Palestine, this thing has been going on forever. It's not like laying in the streets going to stop it. Okay. And I'm not putting anybody down for their beliefs or how they're doing anything. It's just trying to explain to the younger generation, these kind of protests are not going to stop something that we have forever and continue to not understand and continue just to drop in the news sources of this, that, and the other. That's why I get this real news source that just gives the news, and that's it that I use. And the reality is we have to watch out for understanding that this has been going on forever, ever and ever. Share the stream, everyone. Help me blend into the background, says Professor Fate. Well, I'm going to stop saying your name. I don't want to get you in trouble, Professor. But I think that that's the biggest thing, ladies and gentlemen, that is going on right now, is not understanding the concept of this war has been going on forever and thinking that a little protest like they did in the 60s over the Vietnam War is going to stop something. It just isn't. You guys are lucky to have so many options for shopping in Australia. There are only two main companies that sell you all your groceries. Really? Wow. There's some information right there. Whoa. That's something. Wow. Yeah, but everything's expensive here right now, and nobody wants to pay anybody more money. But we can't pay you no more money. Want you to spend all your money on your groceries. And then you got some people here still live in 1968 where they think that, you know, they think that they tell their daughters, their Gen X daughters, your husband should be paying for everything. He needs to work 3 jobs to pay for everything. You just take the money you get and do what you want to do. And then the millennials are out there helping each other out. Going, that's stupid of that woman helping her husband out. She wants to spend all her money on herself. Nope. Sorry. Trying to sign them. If you can't afford the nails in the hair, and you don't need the nails in the hair if you can't afford to eat. Okay. Sorry if it hurts your feelings. It's not someone taking care of someone. It's 2 people in a household taking care of one another. But people don't understand that. They get in their concepts of their 1960s because there's no raising of the pay scale. And that's for anything. And why do you think the UAW and the trucking company came to an agreement? Trucking company wouldn't have been working. We would have had less people working. Bring back the bartering system and get rid of the money. That's the way they used to do it. You're exactly right. Like Charles Ingalls and Larry Ingalls, they would go, and Carol Ingalls, they would go to town and trade with the Olsons, some eggs for some clothing and tennis shoes. And if they got a little extra money, they would buy some candy. Yeah, I agree with you there, Professor. I mean, barter, and then you can go and settle somewhere, and everybody owned their own land. Well, they took it from the Native Americans, but we're not going to say that, are we, Sweet Leaf? Sweet Leaf said, good morning, Ryan. Uh-oh, it's coming out of your mouth. Sue says, uh-oh, he's got it again. Welcome to the Novel Nation. Yeah, I'm going to have to come out. I keep saying that stuff that we get out. All right, 37 minutes past the hour. It's currently 61 degrees, beautiful sunny skies in the Atlanta metro Atlanta area. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. A TikTok ban in the U.S. is planned. The U.S. plans to force sale of the U.S. plan to force TikTok to sell faces the First Amendment rights, they say. President Biden signed into law this week a measure that could lead to a ban on the TikTok in the U.S. TikTok has the ban is forcing to sell the company would be a First Amendment violations. Not if they're from China and not from America. Do they have First Amendment rights over there? No. They have kids that fight to get First Amendment rights. So no, doesn't make sense. They can't use our First Amendment for their, the ACCL shares a TikTok statement that Congress's latest action is a free speech violation. to a Chinese company. And I'm not talking against China because we have some Chinese listeners and Asian listeners out there. I'm not doing that. But the government, I'm saying, they're trying to say TikTok, since they're a Chinese company, freedom of speech in America. Well, most social media has done nothing but destroy our life anyway. Let's just be honest. Most of it's done nothing but destroy our life anyway. Hello, my beautiful people. Mr. Brown in his house here. Hope y'all are all well. I am well, Mr. B. I appreciate you being with us. I want to call you Doc Brown since, because of the movie Back to the Future. Mr. B house with us. Could you please confirm if it's true that the Native Americans were named after the first thing their parents seen? It was a spirit that went down in them. Yeah, you can call me Doc Brown. Woohoo! I want that. We finally got it. Cool. There we go. Doc Brown. Just because I love that. I love that. Sweet Leaf says, not always. The reality of it is the spirit would choose what your name would be. And your name would be particularly what came to you if you were see white horses or something like that, some kind of warrior name, different names. So it wasn't what first thing they saw, it was what came to them in a vision, basically. So there you go. Am I right? Sweetie says that's right. Okay, good. I'm learning every day something new. We all can. And that's why the professor asked. I mean, he's a professor, guys. Come on. Rockets, Australia, and he's asking a question. So, there you go. We all learn. All right, let's see. We're about 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. The TikTok thing, I think, like I said, social media has kind of destroyed most of the society, the clickbait media, the false conspiracy theorists, the news media that wants to just like banner and get people mad at one another. That's kind of what they do. Now, I know there's people out there that love it. There's people out there that love to go on these things and have a good time. And I'm pretty sure 98% of them that are just doing things on these pages, they're not really serious about what they're doing. They just want to have fun. And if they can mess with somebody and make them mad, it makes them laugh. And I understand that. But a percentage of people take stuff serious and then they cut and paste all these different videos together and make people on this side and people on that side and all these people look bad when it's like, wow, really? Make them say, oh, I worship this person. And it may not even be that. It may cut and paste it all together because I know that there's ways in this business you can cut and paste things. So make things look the way they do. So, that's the biggest thing that social media has done. And I'm waiting for social media to just kind of go all mainstream television, like, ABC, Fox, and I don't mean news. I'm talking about television programs and stuff like that. I'm waiting for it to go all mainstream and YouTube to go all mainstream where you have to get sports packages, which you can now on here for your favorite football teams, baseball teams and stuff like that. And there's going to be a streaming site on the YouTube that's bringing together all the networks working together to bring you different games. So it's one of those things that I personally think once that's taken over, all the clickbaiters will be gone. And then everybody's like, my freedom of speech is taken away. No, your lying is taken away. TikTok is terrible because there's a lot of adult content on there. No problem, Doc Brown. Get you a snack. Oh, I'd love to be able to call him Doc Brown. That's so cool. But that's the thing. I'm all for anything. I don't want the kids to lose anything that they're going to do. But if we have something set for teenagers and young adults, we should not allow certain things on those platforms for them and allow them to be able to sit around and listen to their music and their favorite artists, whether we like those artists or not, or whatever, and different things like that. And watch the little funny comedy bits on the YouTube and the TikTok and the little shorts and everything. That's fine, but I'm not into the whole detrimental destruction of our society based upon people dropping little hates in there and little things in there and this in there and that in there and stuff that content kids shouldn't be watching. AI is more powerful than ever. You're exactly right. I was talking to somebody about that on Saturday. You can make a video of anyone saying what you want so you can use it. You can tell the difference these days. Yes. Mr. Brown, Doc Brown says, I totally agree. Kids shouldn't be exposed to that content. Exactly. And that's why I like YouTube here. When they ask me when I go live, is this made for kids? And I say, no, it's not made for kids. Now, of course, you got some people kids sneak into this, but majority of them don't. I think majority of them are middle-aged people that want to act a fool in their 30s and stuff like that. But if you go on here and you post a video and you say it's made for kids, they're gonna sit there and that video won't go on live without something. That video won't go on live. It won't go on this, that, and the other. Say it's made for kids. They will make sure of it. So I'm liking that some of the media is doing. Social media is doing that. ZV is in the house. Hope you got your cup of coffee and breakfast. I've got my water again this morning, as always. Hope you're safe out there too, my friend. All right, we're going to get ready to take a break. 15 minutes away from the top of the hour, still holding at 61 degrees. Beautiful sunny skies in the metro Atlanta area. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I know that people think, it's not really taking away freedom of speech. It's just kind of being able to get the right content on there and everything. And I like that YouTube does that where when I say this is not made for kids, they block kids from it. And I don't mean young adults and stuff like that, but children. I wouldn't want little children seeing it. And of course, we don't cuss or do anything here that's outrageous, and neither does most of my listeners who are on here and everything. They're not outrageous. So, but still, it would take, if I decided to go, this is made for kids, it would take all day for them to decide whether it would be. I could record, you wouldn't see it and everything. So that's what I like about that. All right, let's see. We're going to take a break. Which of these candidates for president in the United States will you elect? The current president Biden's getting 18% of the votes. The former President Trump's giving 54% of the votes. RFK Jr., Robert F. Kennedy Jr., is getting 4% of the votes. And 24% of the votes going to none, with one voting Kim Jong-un. He voted earlier. Like, hey, he might be he's joking. I know he's joking. Like, subscribe, and share the YouTube page. Let everybody know we're on. It's real radio for real people at 99.1 FM WQEE, the key, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and much, much more. We thank you, wonderful people, for voting on there. Oh, you can still vote on the poll, no problem. This is not an official poll. I'm not an official poll taker, so my poll don't matter. I'm just asking my listeners what they mean. So you can be from any country and vote on this. I'm not the official poll taker. I wish I was. Captain Hot Buns. Now he's official because he's in Arizona. Thank you guys for voting there. Doc Brown, Professor Fate, and Captain Hot Buns all saying their votes are going to the 54%. That is the former President Trump. There you go. I know if we could just start getting bigger pay around us. Like, I know if I can. Still having to struggle and push. Yeah. And everybody going out there doing things. You know how everybody's struggling in this day and time. Especially here in the U.S., probably around the world too. Thanks to the damn COVID. I hate COVID. Is our current. So you say, oh, y'all's current prime minister in Australia at the moment for everyone else. Okay. Okay, I see. All right. Wow. Ugh. Well, I guess is it better than? What do you feel about Benjamin Netanyahu? Back in a moment, since he's a prime minister. Back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Upbuns, welcome, my brother. He's my NBA brother. I like this poll question this morning. I thought about it. I said, is it going to start an argument? I was like, not amongst my listeners. We're not one of those political shows. None says, hey, Ahmad, yes, Ahmad. What you doing, brother? Especially some white women or white men, I see the truth. That's some, not all. But I've got some Native American in me, brother. You can ask my Native American brothers, but still, they're not all bad. In the evenings, we do overnights and in the evenings and the weekends, but I play no music unless I have a special guest on that's a musician. That's good. Then I'll play their music and interview them. So and I do that every once in a while. So ZV. My friend Ahmed, we hope you this, my friend. This is the RyanORadio Penitentiary. We're all in lockdown together. NBA brother, says Captain Hot Buns.
Support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.calvaryforce.org.
No, we're not a political show. No, Mike. It's not political. Between you and me, Mike, it helps the analytics and everything, and I'm just trying to push the analytics up there, you know what I'm saying? And I have some people who vote, but nobody on here is fighting each other. Nobody here is cussing each other. But good morning, Pete. How you doing? Oh, is this really all? Is that all that's in you? Mike's awesome. Love Mike, guys. Mike is joining us this morning, and he's got everything mixed up. I love it. It's awesome. Turkey, Blackfoot, and he's got Anglo Saxon. He's got everything. I love it, brother. I love it. I love it. You the man, Mike. Also, our brother man, Ahmad, is with us this morning. Ahmad, yeah. All right. Yes. Not a political show. We don't get into politics. We let you read it for yourself, but we do ask the poll question this morning, helping trying to get that analytics up. Pete says, good morning, everybody from Noonan area. And to the Navajo Nation, he says, good morning to everybody as well. Mike is the man. I appreciate him being with us too. Everybody, I appreciate it. I know we stay away from talking politics. We ask the poll question. There's a lot of votes on it. That's why. It's helping with the analytics too. Sorry, I know I'm just trying to build it up. I'm saying. At least I'm honest, right? At least I'm honest, right? It's not even 5 a.m. where he's at. This looks like a test. No, it's not a test. Not that early. Oh, man, FBA and Black American. Thank you, guys. We're all together here. Love it. Love it. Nothing but trouble says he is not ready. It's not even 5 a.m. and it looks like there's a test. No. It's just a poll question to build up the analytics and everything, you know. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, you're completely wrong because you're a liberal or you're conservative and you're a crazy fascist on this side and you're a crazy communist on this side. No. No, we don't do that. Doc Brown says, thank you for being you. You're welcome, brother. But it is an important question for many around the country. So, but can't knock a bloke for being honest. Well, you know, just trying. There you go. Oh, let's see. I can't do that in invalid argument because it would break my hand. But I wish I could. I'm not quite that tough. ZV says you got Roman and German in you. Doc Brown says I'm Mexican, Polish, English, Australian. Oh, we got a great group of people here. Good mixture out there, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I do. I don't know about the rest of them. This morning, it's your fault, Pete. I think he's been on here before and asked me to do some things that I was like, I couldn't do. He always is cool when he comes on and asks me to do things. I know you're serious. I know you're serious. He's always serious when he comes on about me doing things. I just can't do it. I'm gonna break my hand trying to. Now, if I had a hammer and I could punch a hole in the wall and you let me get away with that, that'd be fine. Actually, there's already a hole in the wall. Would you give me 25 since I already got one hole in the wall? I'll show it to you in a minute when we go to break. All right. Which of the candidates for presidents will you elect? Now, no. I'm not trying to get into a political argument or disagreement. I'm just trying to get a little thing. And it's not an official poll because I'm not an official poll person. So English, Australian, Russian here says, Professor. Yeah, I'm up for another 2 hours and I got to go to bed. Shift truck driver. A hero. Mike, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. You. I'm not just saying you're a hero back in the pandemic days. You're still a hero to me today, brother. You are awesome. And I appreciate you being with us this morning, guys. Thank Mike for his job, guys. He works a hard job, and I think they should get paid 3 times my doctor's pay. That's just my opinion. But they get paid well, but I think they should get doctor's pay. You know what I'm saying? I'm heading off to bed in about an hour or two. Thank you, ZV. I appreciate you as well. Might get a cardboard cutout of something and punch it. There you go, ZV. I'll do that. All right, our question this morning at the end of the hour is, which of the candidates for president will you elect? The current president Biden's getting 18%. The former president Trump's got 50% of the votes. RFK Jr.'s got 5% of the votes. And 27% say none. Also, one person said Kim Jong-un earlier. So I'm going to drop that in there too. But yeah, there's a lot of people that's voting on this. So it's helping the analytics go up. So I put it in there. But I'm not going to talk bad about anybody's candidate. If you like somebody, that's cool. I don't do that. Your opinion is your opinion. If somebody says, you can't have your opinion. Well, Ryan is not like that. Thank you, Doc Brown. I appreciate that. We're going to take a break. Back in a moment. To the top of the hour and everything. And I'm going to show that hole over there. And so hopefully invalid argument gives me $50. There's already a hole in the wall. He didn't specifically say anything except for he just wanted to punch a hole in the wall. So watch what I do in a moment come to the YouTube page, like, subscribe, and share back momentarily.
The Wall Street Business Report. I'm Bill Alexander. The U.S. economy grew at its slowest pace in nearly 2 years in the first
All right, I'm going to show it to you here in a minute, guys. All right. All right, here we go. All right, he wants a hole in the wall. Bam! There's a hole in the wall. Bam! I punched a hole in the wall. Bam! I punched a hole in the wall. Now he owes me $50. 13 and a half hours days, 5 days a week, 130K. Need more than that. You work too hard for it. I know. I got family members and friends. But I'm glad you're making well. You deserve it, Mike. You deserve it. Because I depend on going to the grocery stores and stuff. Because there you go. We're back. Sorry. They shut me down. He got grumpy because he don't want to pay me. They shut me down, Professor. Sorry. Doc Brown, sorry. Oh, he's not going to pay me. Oh. You got this, nothing but trouble. Welcome back, brother. Welcome everybody back. They showed you guys were getting along. Probably wasn't YouTube. It was probably somebody else that went after YouTube. Everything was working perfect. I looked over there and you guys were gone. I'm like, what? So there you go.
Check their availability, even book appointments online. And what my wife loves most, Advisor is completely free to use.
Go to homeadvisor.com or download the free app to get started.
Where can you be a star athlete?
But we're back. It's fine. We're all back on. Yeah, Pete got kicked. They came after me, Pete. They said you guys were getting along too well in here. They sent me messages. You got to start causing trouble.
Looking for the right bank? Experience the difference at Southern States Bank. We're not just your bankers, we're your partners. Southern States Bank, your community, your bank. SouthernStatesBank.net. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 4.
Oh, yeah. Yep, we're all good now.
Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website.
That gum, when it builds up and then it gets knocked off.
Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste.
Here we go.
Best chicken around. Fish dinners open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Is Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newton.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rod Peterson here, host of the Rod Peterson Show, inviting you to
Rod Peterson Show, yes.
Fun as sports talk right here on WQEE.
Well, at least we didn't miss all of the show part. Just the off the air. Seminole County, wow, in Florida. Does the chicken taste good? Yes, chicken does taste good.
3 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. Drive time on WQEE. Braves
Yes, I remember you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night wherever you are. How you doing, my friend?
3 p.m. to 5 p.m. right here on WQEE 99.1 FM.
Yes, we got a good red rooster. I know what you're talking about in America. Yep. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. It's period number 2, ladies and gentlemen, as we are back, as the YouTube went up and down. It's strange this morning. Too many votes is what is going on. They're like, too many people want to listen to this show. All right, we've got a lot to talk about, including an NFL player that was shot by a 16-year-old male that's in custody. These stories coming up next. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. I'm your host and most, the one, the only Ryan O'Neal, and of course, I am the game. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the RyanORadio media page. Earth, Rock, Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. Plus, we're across the Jordan Communication and family radio stations, East Alabama, West Georgia, including right here at 99.1 FM in the metro Atlanta area of Atlanta's Talk of Atlanta, the one, the only. We're the home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and real news. It's the home of RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're in lockdown across the British Columbia, Isles of Canada, and more. We're everywhere we need to be. We're like MasterCard, except for we don't take your money and have extra charges. To all the other haters out there, I got this to say to you. Jack, straight, I'm the man around here. I love me some KFC, but we have a local one here called the Wishbone Fried Chicken, which is no secret family recipe, but it's great. But KFC is my second favorite compared to Wishbone Fried Chicken. Red Rooster is good as well. But it's all the same. I love some good old-fashioned chicken. My listeners talking about some chicken from around the world. I love it. Now, to my people out there, I got some people who listen that are vegetarians. I eat some of your veggie food too. I'm telling you, man. I mix that in a little bit. I'm not against that. I'm not against anybody having anything that makes us all good. But Chug, let's go. Sounds like a college dorm there. And those are the coolest. That's how you pick with them. Have you had fake bacon? Yeah, the fake bacon's not too bad, but the fake sausage is. It determines what it is. The meat that you can throw in from the veggie meat that's made up that you can make into crumbles that you can use in spaghetti or chili or something. Or tacos is pretty darn good. If you have all the, put it in the sauce and everything, it tastes no different. All right, guys, we're going to talk about a Ganya man who is getting a degree from the University of Auburn. He hugged 1,123. Why? That's coming up this hour. Plus, a 16-year-old male is in custody after shooting 10 people during an altercation near Sanford, Florida, including an NFL player was among the victims. So there you go. Come on, Steve-O! Love it. I love it. There you go. There you go. Film Junkie Outdoors has got his vote in. Thank you, Film Junkie Outdoors. It's just, this morning is just a poll question and it helps with the analytics. So whatever you like, it's fine with me. I'm not going to cry one way or the other. You guys are fine with me. What? Right? There's actually a feed that doesn't care that we put that in there. Nope. And Headless says, I won't vote for any of them. See, there's no problem. That's good. I'm good with all. I appreciate you guys voting on the voting there. We'll talk about that, clean up things going on, some sports. Harvey Weinstein's in the hospital. Oh, feel sorry for him. Ooh, I don't. All right, we got a full week of guests, too. This morning, we go inside the coach's corner with Coach Tommy Lewis in the final period. Tomorrow, we've got Shane B in the final period. He and I are going to talk top 10 movies, a brand new top 10 movie from over the weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll tell you what happened there, what's hot and what's not. On Wednesday, Randy, Rocket, Cody, and I will dive deeper into part 2 of the Epstein's list. We've been talking about it for years, and finally when it came out in January and stuff that we've been calling for years and talking about, now everybody's on the list that's on that list. All of a sudden, they're not talking about it anymore. We're going to talk about it with Randy, Rocket, Cody coming up on Wednesday. He's our first guest of the first Wednesday of every month. On Thursday, it is True Crime Thursday, but we're traveling on the True Crime Thursday with Histories and Mysteries, YouTuber, blogger, and traveler Sally Toole will be with us on Thursday morning. So we got a full week of great guests, including tomorrow morning sports analyst Richard Holders joins us in period number 2. So we have a great guest all week long. We call him Doc Brown. I'm calling him Doc Brown from now on. I love it because that's so cool and everything. So there you go. We got a few things, great guests all week. Nothing but trouble is on with us too. All right, I appreciate all you guys, Headless and everybody for being with us. Film Junkie Outdoors. I love Film Junkie Outdoors. That's cool. It's a cool name. Wonder what he does. See, a film junkie. I need to go to your page and like it. All right, which candidate for president will you elect? Now, this is not an official poll. It's just helping me get my analytics up. So, because there's so many people that talk about this. And you're like, wow, people are allowed to say things in his feed, and he doesn't go, stop, it's hurting my feelings. I don't care. Which of the candidates for president will you elect? 17% say the current president, Biden. 49% say the former president, Trump. 4% say Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And 29% say, none, I'm not going to vote for none. So there you go. We have one guy say that he's going to vote for Kim Jong-un earlier. So we got to leave that one in. That's in the poll there too. All my listeners are important. So unlike the rest of the media, just like, I want to make you mad. I want to make you mad. I want to give you this. I want to give you that. And then I have one listener say, hey, really don't matter if you vote or not. It probably don't count. Opinion. There you go. I'm good with that. I don't judge anybody's opinion. It's like I tell my flat earthers out there, I've never been out of off the planet, so I can't say you're right or you're wrong. I can only say what I've studied in school has told me that there's a different view than what your view is, but I'm not going to say you're right or wrong. So that's the same way when it comes to everything else you guys say. So that's just how I am. Maybe we can build a real radio show up from that. We got 50,000. So there you go. Headless says people should vote for a president who offers free health care. People wouldn't need anything else. There you go. If that's what you feel, cool. Loki, I think Kim Jong-un ongoing would be fun to get high with, says Professor Fate. Kind of like in that movie. Doc Brown says, I never did, and I received a letter in the mail last year claiming that I hadn't voted. I had given a reason. I had to give a reasonable excuse as to not voting. My excuse was not accepted, and I had to. What, you had to pay a fine? You had to pay a fine in America. They don't make you pay a fine; they just ignore you. Really? In America, if you don't vote, we just go, you didn't vote, don't talk. Just how we are in America. We're all wrong, says Pete. Well, Moon, you have your opinion. And I hate that because probably something happened to you, or a media made you think that it was worse than it was, or this, that, and the other, or something happened to your experience there. And I hate that for you, but I appreciate you coming and being on the feed this morning. So there, we appreciate you. We appreciate you being on the feed and getting your opinion on there. Oh, you say you don't live in America. Okay. I thought I said I don't love it. I thought you said don't love America. But it's no problem. The poll this morning is just a poll question to help with the analytics. I'm not the official poll taker. I wish I was the official poll taker. I'd probably put somebody else in there. Like, okay, we're going to put Professor Fate, let him run for president, or Doc Brown, or actually my brother in Arizona, I think Captain Hot Buns would do a good job. You know you're on a Captain Hot Buns, and then Vice President Pete. President Captain Hot Buns. You better still be on with us, Captain Hot Buns. I'm talking about you. He's from Arizona. He'd be like, look. We're taking a full the NBA Finals. It's going to be, I'm going to make it an official holiday. You'd like it. Things are very different in Australia. Wow. And they really are different in Australia. All right, a couple of headline news for you. Major cleanup is underway in Omaha, Nebraska, as well as Oklahoma after some major tornado outbreaks over the weekend. A total of 7 people were shot and 1 person was killed during a pair of gun violence incidents in and near nightclubs in Washington, D.C. on late Friday and early Saturday morning. There was an argument and it occurred right outside the club. They're still looking for the gunman. So if you know any whereabouts, any information there in Washington, 202-729-9099. That's 202-729-9099. And the U.S.-China relationship could either get stable or unstable. Sweet Leaf for president. There you go. There you go. I like that. Sweet Leaf says, no, man, I live on the nation, but it's good. Anyway, the U.S.-China relationship could get better, but Foreign Minister Wang Ying said on Friday that to his U.S. counterpart, Anthony Blinken, that both needed diplomats to sit down and discuss dialogue between these 2 countries because the U.S.-China has got further apart in friendship. This is what happens after the COVID-19 virus was released to the world. Either some say it was an accident, some say it was on purpose, and some say they just don't know. But I think that's the thing. Captain Hot Bun says, I second Sweet Leaf. Sweet Leaf, you got 2 nominations here. I'll be your campaign manager, Sweet Leaf. Sweet Leaf says, why not? Ryan, be my campaign manager. GH25, what's up, brother? How you doing this morning? Thank you for joining us. That's a couple of things going on in the headline news and that you need to know about. Here's another one you need to know about coming from Florida. Headline news coming out of Florida. 16-year-old male's in custody after shooting 10 people during an altercation that turned into a mass shooting at a venue near Sanford, Florida. Early Sunday morning, the Seminole County Sheriff's Office in Florida reported that one of those 10 people were an NFL player among the victims. Police responded to the event and the venue known as Cabana Live, prompted by a large gathering at the location. The NFL Houston Texan wide receiver Tank Dell was among those who were injured in the shooting incident, the team said. He was examined in a local hospital, later released. Just after midnight, police heard gunshots coming from behind the building, and upon investigating, found the crowd had been running because there was gunshots everywhere, but at least 10 people sustained non-life-threatening injuries, thank God. Police identified 16-year-old Christopher Bond Jr. as a suspect and booked him into the juvenile detention facility. Investigation and event is continuing to move forward. Wow. Dang. So much multicultural family. Yep, that's what we are here. Multicultural family right here on the RyanORadio Penitentiary. You guys are in lockdown with us. So there you go. Some headline news right out of straight from the headlines. And one more is a Ghana man hugs 1,123 trees and a new world record for the Guinness World Record at the Tuskegee National Forest in Alabama. The 29-year-old became interested in nature when he grew up in, well, Ghana in a natural community with a lot of nature around him. He's actually getting a master's degree in forestry at the Auburn University. So there you go. 1,123 trees. You're not going to hear about a student doing that. You hear more about all the students fighting one another or arguing over what's going on. You're not going to hear about a student that is getting a master's degree in forestry at Auburn University hugging trees, because it's just not clickbait enough. But you heard it right here on my show. If the Novel Nation could be wind talkers, they can run for president. Yeah, vote Sweetleaf for president. Sweetleaf, you got a lot of people wanting you on here. Sue's like, oh no, Sweetleaf. Bob says, go for it, man. Tim says, yes. Sweetleaf's like, okay. I'm officially throwing my hat in for president in 2028. So there you go. We want you now, Sweetleaf, but hey, the Navajo Nation, 25 internet/real radio stations producing and sending this show out every day for us. We thank them very much. And we thank the Navajo Nation, as well as we thank our friends at the British Columbia Isles of Canada. Vicky's taken one of our feeds and turned it into a feed for some of her friends and spreading among the Canadian listeners there as well. We got everybody. Everywhere you think. 20, we go everywhere, man. 25 minutes past the hour, currently 62 degrees on a kind of sunny skies out there. There's going to be clouds later on, rain this week. We'll talk more about that. You hear it in your forecast in just a few moments. Active pest control, bringing you a look at your time and temperature. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Mike on the crew can exterminate the latest Smackdown for you. There in the metro Atlanta area, Noonan. Oh, somebody's in here. Hopefully it's people across the street, not somebody just coming in. Across the hall, I should say. Not across the street. Across the hall. Can't say much longer. It's getting 10 p.m. Yes, bless them. Definitely so, Doc Brown. We appreciate you being with us. We appreciate you guys. Well, America's a lot better off than what they try to portray on the clickbait stuff that, people are arguing. Yeah, people argue. I keep saying this. We will argue in America. We're not going to play this little Civil War crap that they're trying to say we won't. On either side of the aisle, they're not doing that. They're just going to argue. People just going to argue. But it's a great country. They don't force you to vote like they do in Australia. I just learned this morning. They give you the right to either want to vote or not. Now, some people feel like their votes don't count one way or the other here, and that's their thoughts and everything. And I'm not going to tell them wrong, just like I'm not going to tell somebody who thinks they're flat or not flat. Not been proven to me one way or the other, but I do know that I studied in school that is round, but that's just me. But I'm not going to call you out if you are saying, oh, you're crazy for your thoughts. So I don't do that to people who feel like their votes didn't count or something was taken. That's just not me. Just found out one of the coworkers here, mother passed away. Oh, God bless her. God bless them. In the name of Jesus Christ, we play the blood of Jesus over this wonderful person this morning and their family. Amen. I had to do that, guys. I'm a Christian, so sorry. All right. Well, I'm sorry, not sorry. But anyway, which of the candidates for president is our question this morning. Will you elect? 17% say they want to reelect President Biden. 49% of them say they want to reelect Donald Trump. 5% say, well, maybe the first time to give RFK a shot, Jr., since his family was in there. And 28% were like, I'm none, no, sorry, not whatsoever. One person said Kim Jong-un. So we're just going to put that person's name in there. Why not? Still we go inside the coach's corner in the final period. Coach Tommy Lewis. We'll talk a little bit about what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. with WWE Draft. We'll get you that. And I'll tell you how the River Dragons did as they conclude their season over the weekend. And we'll talk more UFL football next hour, NFL draft, and more with our good friend inside the Coach's Corner, Coach Tommy Lewis, in the last 30 minutes of the show. That's coming up next period. Stay with us more on the way as the RyanORadio Penitentiary cruises on. Good night. Good morning, everyone. Doc Brown, that's what we're going to call it. We're calling him from now, Doc Brown. He's got to go to bed. It's 10 p.m. his time. We appreciate you staying with us, brother. As long as you did, I appreciate it. There's a lot of votes on this one, guys. It's going to help the analytics. Amen. Jesus bless everyone. Yes. See you, Doc.
Smackdown for you. Active Pest Control offers the best services and prices to protect your home, offering both monthly and quarterly pest control services, plus specific services like bed bug, turn range, and flea control. Even if you can't see them, insects are all around you 24/7. Active Pest Control wants to be the first line in the fence. Active Pest Control. Prepare, bond, best termite coverage around. Active Pest Control. 34 Jefferson Street, Newton. 770-954-9941.
Looking for the right bank to be your partner? Experience the difference at Southern States Bank. At Southern States Bank, we're not just your bankers, we're your partners. Our team is deeply rooted in
IDK, I'm sorry he did that. I hope it don't stink. Now, unless you wanted your cat to do that because it hasn't done it in a while, and you were worried, then good. If not, we pray that you're Andrew Plum is my lovely bride. Woo! Get the analytics up, everybody. Oh, sorry that happened, IDK. Thoughts for you, my friend. I hate that happen, but sometimes that happens.
Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at
You don't have to be. We're not into it either. I'm just trying to get my analytics up, so I asked that question. There was a lot of votes on it, so it just helps out. But, there's people on here that do care about it, and they don't argue. The real people are on here. The thing about it is allowing people to understand one another is the whole point of bringing this show. If I had a special guest coming on, I would play their song. We play music at different times. It's just a talk show, IDK. But, hey, I appreciate you tuning in, though. What is your favorite music? I'm a metalhead, and punk rock. So that should tell you that I really don't care about any of the stuff that goes on. And it don't hurt my feelings that people have their opinions. So what kind of you? You into Taylor Swift? I'm just picking. Don't get mad. BB Muhammad. Okay, I have to look that up. You're back in. I'm back in. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. It's free. I might have to put it into the list of intro and outro music for me. You never know there. IDK, thank you for joining us. Andrew Blanos, my lovely bride, is on as well. And good morning to all that are tuning in here day and night. Good morning good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you're tuning in to us from. It's about 33 minutes past the hour. We're holding right now at about 62 degrees in Atlanta under beautiful sunny skies. Oh my God, help me. People here are going stupid. What's they going stupid where? Gail's lighting a prayer for someone out there. Oh, for Pete, probably. Gail from the Zoo Crew. Gail and the Zoo Crew in Tennessee's with us. You guys, welcome her. At work, yeah, I know how it is at work sometimes. You just need to send them all home. People say, you can handle the job. That's what I do. All right, guys, 34 minutes past the hour. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. I love my wonderful listeners out there, different points of view. And I've noticed that they've got different points of view without even arguing. What is that? So these other feeds try to make you guys hate each other is what it is. That's what they're doing. Oh my God, DK, that is so messed up, brother. That is sick, isn't it? You're like, I'm scrolling through here and I see something that messes with my eyes. I want to wash my eyes now. Woo, I can't say that on the radio, but I understand what you're saying. Forget that, I may leave. Don't leave! Unless you're going to do decide to do a Trading Post show or something. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Our poll question this morning is helping my analytics go up. And whether you're into politics, not in politics, we don't talk politics. We let you read it for yourself. But I'm asking this one, and I've been honest with my listeners all morning. It's kind of helping the analytics and to go up because people talk about it. Which candidate for president will you elect? Current President Biden has 16% of the votes. Former President Trump has 49% of the votes. Now 8% going up to RFK Jr. Somebody, 8% of you want to give him a shot. And none, 27% of you say none of the above. But one guy said Kim Jong-un earlier. So there you go. I will listen to it for you, TKO, or TDK, I'm sorry. And let you know, my friend. I'll do that. Thank you. All right, let's see. Let's jump into it. We're going to talk about Harvey Weinstein. Yes, another one of those Epstein-type people. We'll be talking about Epstein's list. We'll continue to dive into it with our journalist, our extreme journalist, MetalDen.com's one and only Randy Rocket Cody with the RandyRocketCody.com. He has been looking at all the deaths from Brandon Lee to the Titanic tragedy to Chris Cornell's death and / suicide to Kurt Cobain's death and / suicide to Chris Benoit's death / suicide. Everything, we got into it. We talked about Sam Kinison last month, and this month we're going to be diving more into the Epstein's list because we were talking about it several times that were shutting us down when we had him on the show. Now we can talk about it for some reason. Got to go by. All right, IDK, thank you for being with us, though. So we'll talk about that on Wednesday. On Tuesday, tomorrow, we'll have and on Thursday, I should say, listen before tomorrow. On Thursday, we've got travel expert extraordinaire tour guide from Histories and Mysteries. We're going to travel with her for some more histories and mysteries. Sally Toole on Thursday. But on Tuesday, we'll talk movies, what's hot, what's not, with my movie reviewer, Shane B. He knows his stuff, and we're going to have that tomorrow morning. And sports analyst Richard Holdridge joins us in period number 2 tomorrow for what's going on in UFL. The River Dragons will get his hot take on that and get ready for more Major League Baseball action and much more as UFL is heating up with the Stallions and everything. But we'll get some of that thoughts coming up in the final period inside the Coach's Corner with Coach Tommy Lewis. There you go. All right, but right now I'm going to do this. Harvey Weinstein, hospitalized in New York City, undergoing tests according to his attorney. The 17-year-old disgraced Hollywood producer was taken to the hospital in Manhattan for testing after doctors examined him at the Rikers Island location. His attorney said he was having attacks and it was just terrible. Last week we told you that he was eliminated from the 2020 rape conviction was overturned, but his 2022 stuff is still in effect right now. Can't believe this man is getting away with this stuff. So there you go. I can't believe this man is getting away with this stuff. And you know, finally. But he's still in trouble with it. Now he's panicking. Of course, you panic attacks and stuff. Of course, it's all a panic attack. Of course, that stuff's going on. Of course, a pervert's been caught. Yeah, he was let go on one count, and they're going to have to retry that now. Okay, those cases are not done because the victims of those cases are going to go back with prosecutors to go back and try to get that case reheard once again. Maybe it's going to give him longer time. I mean, he's going to be dead before anything. They'll just retry him. That's right, nothing but trouble. And maybe they'll give him more time, right? Pete says, okay, I'll give this place one more hour. If they don't do right, I'm taking a sick day. Don't take a sick day. Well, if you get paid for it, take a sick day. All right, let's see. That's all stuff there we're going to have tomorrow. We'll talk some more sports here in just a few moments and everything. But let's see where we're at now. We're about 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. Current conditions, ladies and gentlemen, we're still holding at 62 degrees under wonderful sunny skies out there. You're listening to RyanORadio Penitentiary, Atlanta's 99.1 WQEE, the key. We're all over 50,000 plus listeners on the Shoutcast. We're on the RyanORadio media page with 600 people downloads this show 5 minutes after it goes off the air. We're on iHeartRadio and Amazon Prime after there as well. We're heading towards the British Columbia Isles of Canada and Earth Rock Radio as well. Nothing but trouble. Laugh out loud. Here we go. I love this. This is my boy right here. This. See why? Laugh out loud. He got 16 years to do in California prison. They're going to like him out there. They're going to say, he sure got a pretty mouth. He's got to be out there with some of the most mastermind criminals of all time. You got to think. Some of your biggest serial killers are still alive out there. Not, Charles Manson, of course, but some of your biggest serial killers from around California over the years are still alive there. Maybe you can room in one of them. Ian the Jr. will be there 9 years. Well, happy 9-year anniversary. Happy 9-year anniversary. All right, let's see here. Our poll question this morning is getting the analytics up. Thank you. Wow, a lot of votes on this one. Which of the candidates for president will you elect? 16% say the current president, Joe Biden. 51% say the former president, Donald J. Trump. 7% say RFK, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And none gets 26% of votes when one person voting for Kim Jong-un earlier. It's not in the voting there, but there you go. So. And Professor Fate said he'd like to, sit around with him and do like in that movie. And never mind, I'm not going to say that. Sweet Leaf, he'd like to do what you do with Kim Jong. He'd think it'd be fun. Sweet Leaf's like, yeah, he would, wouldn't he? That would probably calm them all down, wouldn't it? So most of you that are into that, smoking that, do you think that if these politicians smoked a little of it would make them chill out with each other? Dude, you're awesome. No, dude, you're awesome. Dude. Sloppy Joe, you're cool, man. Thanks, Don, man. Yeah, man, pass it on over here. RFK's probably already doing it. So. Why do you think the 7% like? Oh, man. Yeah, I forgot Mickey Mouse. That's what I was going to. Hey, David, that's one I was going to put in there, bro. I was going to do that, but I decided to put none in there. That's the one I was going to. It just came up none. I was going to think about putting Mickey Mouse. That's a good one. So David says Mickey Mouse is vote. So there you go. Sweetleaf says, yeah, you know, if they did share some of that stuff, they might be a little better off. They wouldn't argue as much. Pass it around Congress. They're there voting bills. Think about this. Congress is voting bills, and everybody sitting there, they go, dude, man, I got the munchies. Order some Taco Bell. Okay, dude, the House Speaker says we're ordering Taco Bell. What does everybody want? Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you'll be married for 10 years on September 15th. Congratulations, Pete. Sweetly says, that's how we handle it. No wonder the Navajo Nation gets along pretty well. He said, JK, just joking. Bob says, it would be good. That sounds good to me. Yeah. They make it legal, and they all get along. I mean, they don't have to order Taco Bell. They can order whatever they want, you know, KFC, McDonald's, whatever, you know, expensive, whatever. As long as they're sitting around going, dude, man, just think about when the president gives the address and everybody's in there, if they were all sitting around doing that. Yeah, man. Woo-hoo, yeah. Mickey Mouse is too old. Yeah, man. He's older than Biden says. Pete. Yeah. You see, I'm thinking of trying to, that's the way to save the country there for you guys. For us non-smokers, we'd be like, no, I don't think that'd be a good idea. For the smokers out there, they'd be like, you know what, Ryan? It doesn't hurt us. We get along pretty well. Maybe the House and the Senate need to be doing that before they go. You can see AOC, Lauren Boebert, and Marjorie Taylor Greene all sitting there going, woohoo! Let's order a pizza, girls. Hey, look, it's probably better off with it. All right. I'm picking. I know some people take it serious out there. Don't get mad. So there you go. We're going to take a break back in a moment. Stay with us, more RyanORadio Penitentiary all the way. You know, I heard that's nothing but trouble. I have. You're not the first to say that. Now, I'm not going to say I agree or disagree. I just like to listen to people's views. Like I tell everybody, I can't say you're wrong or you're right, but I've heard a lot of people say that, and there's a lot of people saying it, normal, everyday people saying it, and I can't just say they're lying. So I kind of look towards what you're saying, nothing but trouble. I do. Now, believe me, I'll listen. All of America would be high. Yeah. Well, not me, because I'm straight edge, but they need to be. That would probably keep them from arguing. That probably keep them from arguing with each other. People will be learning a lot soon. Yeah. Well, we talked about that pedophile ring on the with Randy Rocket Cody. We've been talking about it for years, and he's like, "Oh, I'm the only one to let him do it." But now that it's officially out, we're not getting marked on his opinion. And like I said, everybody has their opinion. Of course, I've always started off with no one's been accused or charged yet. So we just have to say that to protect the radio station. Hey, Benny. Hello from Dallas, Texas. Woohoo. Benny, I got a question for you. Every time somebody comes on from Texas, they never really answer it. Maybe you can. What is the proper way of cooking and marinating chili, with or without beans? It's got to be a Texas thing. I've heard controversy on that. Magic mushrooms. Does mushrooms go into spaghetti? With beans. All right, there you go. You heard it right here, ladies and gentlemen, from a Texan. With beans. You're right. Nothing but trouble. You're right. See how you get to come on here and everybody gets to have their opinions. And I get to pick and have a good time. We get to have a good time. This is the real world and the real America. Not what clickbait news people do. Not what false conspiracy theorists do. There's false conspiracy theorists out there. They make the ones that are used to be considered conspiracy theorists, try to make them look bad. The news media just wants to make millions of dollars off of making people mad at one another. And that's why I like the Civil War movie. That's the closest the Civil War America's ever going to come again. Because, and it being number one for 2 weekends in a row, because most Americans are like, hey, whatever, we ain't doing that crap. We're just going to fuss at each other. We do. That's what we do. It's okay. We're fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and share, brother. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Knicks took down the Sixers, Pacers, and Knicks. Now just a win away from reaching the Eastern Conference semifinals.
But nothing but trouble. I like that you agree with me on that Harvey Weinstein thing. 16 years there. He's gonna get. Let's put him in there with one of them serial killers, guys. You know how many people I killed? Come on over here, buddy. Hello, bro. How you doing this morning, my friend? Hope you're doing well. You got that right. I appreciate all you guys being with us. We finally got Benny from Dallas, Texas is on with us this morning on the YouTube page. Like and subscribe. He finally gave us the answer that I've been asking so many people, and I knew he would know because he did. I'm like, chili with beans or without beans, what's the official Texas way of marinating and cooking it? He said with beans. So with beans is the official way of doing it. I'm going to do it the way Texas does it. I have been, but I just want to make sure I was right. Hello, bro. You didn't have to take that off. You stay on with us. Everybody's welcome here. It's like one of our listeners said earlier, we got a multicultural family on the RyanORadio Penitentiary. You got that right. Everybody's welcome here. Nobody's thrown out of the penitentiary. We do the shock therapy on the rest of the world. Get it? Shock therapy, penitentiary. Yeah. Trying to come up with some silly little things. I had someone who passed away years ago help me name the show. And we named it the Penitentiary because I was doing the USO Penitentiary thing from the wrestling. And I finally called it the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Everybody was dropping that in there. And I was like, and during the pandemic, I was like, we were all in lockdown. So it's the Penitentiary. So that's where we came up with the name for those of you who just tuning in for the first time. We got great guests all week. Coming up on Thursday, we're going to travel around with our travel expert, Histories and Mysteries, Sally Toole, Family Feud champion. On Wednesdays, Randy Rocket Cody from themetalden.com will be with me. We're talking more stuff that's going on in the Motley Crue saga between Mick Mars and Motley Crue and the new Motley Crue song out that everybody's like, ugh. And we got the Epstein's list to continue to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. 4 days off, work at it. There you go. We're going to talk about that. More details coming out. And Randy's got them. He's been investigating things from the Chris Cornell death and murder to the Chris Benoit to Titanic to Brandon Lee. We did Sammy Hagar. We did Sam Kinison last month and more. Just so much more. He investigates into it. He'll be with us on Wednesday. Tomorrow morning in the final period, we'll talk movies with our good friend Shane B. He'll tell you what's hot, what's not, and what you should be watching and what you need to not worry about during the summer. Our top 10 movies and more. And finally, tomorrow morning, our good friend, sports analyst Richard Holders joins us in the second period. We go inside the Coach's Corner next period, the final 30 minutes of the show with Coach Tommy Lewis from Landmark Christian, the War Eagles. Right now, I want to drop this out there for you. Draft night in the world of WWE. They're doing a draft at the same time the NFL is going on. Think about that one. All right, a little entertainment, wrestling, sports entertainment going into a little bit of sports next hour. Cody Rhodes is going to stay on Smackdown. All champions will stay on their brands. So Smackdown's WWE Universal Champion Cody Rhodes, Logan Paul, WWE US Champion, stays there. A-Town Down Under, the WWE Tag Team Champion, stay there. And Bayley, the WWE Women's Champion, stays on SmackDown. Raw will have World Champion Damian Priest, IC Champion, Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn, Awesome Truth, the World Tag Team Champions, and Becky Lynch, the Women's World Champion, staying on Raw. All right. Looks like they're not going to mix it up too bad, guys. Maybe a few people that are not really doing too well on the other shows are going to be going. The main players are staying on their shows. So on SmackDown, Randy Orton, Nia Jax has been moved over there. Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, the Bloodline, AJ Styles, Andrade moved over there. Blanca Belair, the OC, Baron Corbin, Cedric Alexander. On Raw, Braun Breaker, Zoe Starks, Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, Ricochet, Sheamus, Alpha Academy, and that's just Ivar and a few more. So that's just what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. Corey says, I miss the old days of this radio show when this guy would review different types of meth. No, we didn't do that. You got me mixed up with somebody else, Corey. But if you want me to review them because you need to know which one you're allergic to because you're taking them all at one time, I'll do that for you. Since you're taking them all at one time, you can't decide which one is best for you at this time, right? You need somebody to review it. So there you go. Take care of them, nothing but trouble. All right, back in a moment. Stay with us.
Dream home, or have you decided to stay in your current home and remodel? Either way, we all know that kitchens and baths are smart investments when it comes to the value and livability of our homes. Regardless of the project size or complexity, you want and deserve quality products and amazing service before, during, and most importantly, after the sale. A big part of that service is dealing with people that understand their products and can provide advice and consultation.
The Happy Gun. Okay. All right. There you go. Just vote in the poll for me, my friend. I appreciate it, Happy Gun.
Our friends over at Pump Supply Company, they are the go-to for all of your kitchen.
Harvey thought he was something back in the day. Yeah, Gil, he sure did. Weinstein thought he was something back in the day. Why can't they choose old men? It's cancel culture when old men can't mess with young girls anymore. Nope. It's called pedo.
Connect with them today. On this Make a Difference Minute, I have Kane Watkins, who is the Assistant Director at Lawrence County EMS. He's talking about a special young lady.
Corey is awesome. So we don't review meth here, but if we need to do it for him because he needs his fix, we'll do it for him. The Happy Gun. I love that name, brother. Or hopefully it's a brother. Thanks for the votes, my friends, on the poll question this morning. Happy Gun's like, nobody's going to throw me out for saying I'm voting for Trump? No, they're not. Not gonna do that, brother. Swinging on his red drunk. Swinging on his red drunk. Swinging on his red drunk. He's drunk? Is that what it is? Okay. Some of these guys don't know how to admit it. Don't know that some of the people that listen to here, like you guys, are the ones I think are funny. Nothing But Trouble came on. He knows how to make a joke and stay in there and come up with some real deal. Now I don't remember if you're the one Nothing But Trouble that told me to punch a hole in the wall, and I did. I went over there and did it. I didn't get my $50 yet. If not, that was somebody else. Hope I'm not getting confused with somebody. The feed's just been going up and down. Gail, we're glad to have you from Tennessee. We got a lot of people overnight just getting ready to go to bed. That's been up all night with us in Australia and places like that. We thank you guys. Oh, it wasn't you? Okay. All right, brother. Good. That's fine. But I did it and they came off. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even pay me the $50. I already had a hole in the wall and I just went over there and put my hand over it and video me doing that. Because the door from the station knocked a hole in the wall. So I kind of used it. I'm like, hey, you asked for a hole in the wall. There's one in it. I put my hand in there. And he still didn't give it, did he? Dadgummit. We're having a good time this morning. You guys are really going to love our guests the rest of the week. Now, Nothing But Trouble. Make sure you are here Wednesday in the final period because you will dig Randy. I'm telling you. Randy is a real journalist. He's got real, let's just say he's got real connections that he really was able to find things out that other people are just saying, but they don't have the evidence. He has the evidence. And that's why they could barely kick him off of Twitter/X in the past because he had evidence. He's also solved Jack the Ripper and things like that, murders. So, which he really didn't want to do all that, guys. He's a metal guy and he was a metal journalist and got the most successful online metal, the metalden.com magazine, basically. But he got into all this other stuff and started investigating it, and they trusted him enough to talk to him. You guys will love him on Wednesday. We'll get Histories and Mysteries on Thursday. Usually true crime, but we're going to travel the state this Thursday. Knowing the truth in the news isn't what they ever saying. Yep, true. Who changed shows? Where's Pete at? Why is Pete not answering? And where is Cher? Cher must celebrate her birthday, I think, over the weekend. That's why she's not here this morning. iBar changed shows. iBar? Yep, they call in. I have guests that call in and everything. Yes. I do. I can open the phone lines, but we'd have to make sure you wouldn't say any curse words or anything. Because we're on we're on radio. So, you know, my friend. But all my listeners can pop in here and do their thing. I know that you wouldn't. Oh, I'm here just working. I know you probably wouldn't. Nothing but yeah, we got great guests coming up all week long. We always have guests every day that call in. True crime on Thursdays, weird Wednesdays, movie reviews on Tuesdays, major news on Mondays, and Fridays is just fun. TG. So we try to do something different every day. I dropped a poll question I had in this morning because I knew people would be interested in that and interested in getting their points in and saying who they vote for. And then they go, nobody's trying to kill me for it. Nope.
After years of declining numbers and bad publicity, police officers.
As long as you don't cuss or drop F-bombs or S-bombs, yeah, Corey, I wouldn't care. I'd be down with it, my brother. Believe me, I would. Whole point of what we're doing here is to destroy all the mainstream media and everything because they don't give you guys enough credit for being all the people out there credit enough to get along with one another. We are on 99.1 FM. The stream is up so you can find that. We're in Atlanta. So you can send out nothing but trouble. I know you with the CIA, but you'll be able to find me. I'm picking. Oh, Corey, man. Everybody else will be mad if you got on with me. Like, now, I'm not talking about my listeners. I'm talking about the other so-called makers and radio people. Like, you let somebody on there that's saying something and picking at people. NSA. Ooh, the NSA. Wow, there was a lot of votes this morning. I like this question this morning. And easy for someone who's actually been in the media for long. Okay, Corey, you have a good day at school, buddy. You're so funny, man. People love that personality, I'm telling you. I love it. Thank you, Corey. See how Corey went from picking to see how he's with us. Enjoy your day at school, buddy. You're probably going to make straight A's. Second grade is kicking your butt, kicking your ass. Captain Hot Bun says, meth stories. Laugh out loud. Second grade's kicking your ass out. How old are you in the second grade, buddy? 39? High school or college. He says he's in the second grade, so he must be 39. I'm picking Corey. Corey, like, I'll go with that. I'll go with all that just to make the joke go. See, Corey, how we have fun in here. Other people are crying over you. I can't believe you said that. Whatever. 8.5. You're not 8.5. Are you 8.5? You can't be because I block all the young people. So you got to be mentally 8.5. And if you're really 8.5, man, that's smart. You're smart at your age. I don't know how I get in there because I block them. By the way, you're not trolls to me, so. Nah, he's 12. Nothing but trolls said, nah, he's 12. All right, he's 12. 12 in the second grade. He's out in the middle of Montana somewhere. That's that. I'm giving you some background, Corey. So when you decide to do this, I live in Montana. I'm 12. I go to the second grade. Actually, I'm not 12. I'm 34. I live in Montana and I go to the second grade. We're having too much fun. I appreciate you guys. I really do. If we can't laugh around each other, then there's something wrong with the rest of the world. 8.5 is 8 plus 4 equals 12. There you go. That makes sense to me. Nothing but trouble knows how to figure things out. Well, let's hope that. Three, four. See you, Pete. All right, Cleveland. Oh, Quagmire, sorry. Oh! Not doing that. No, we don't do that. I don't use meth at all. We are still going there, Stewie. And Corey is all about the meth this morning. We got to get him some help. Got a listener on the YouTube page. It's all about the meth. He wants to learn about meth. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe he needs we get him some mental help. Help him out. Put him in the penitentiary. He's in the penitentiary. We'll give him some shock therapy and get him back to reality. Let's get that kicked off now. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. I'm your, math. RyanORadio. Ryan Neal. He says, no. Let's hope you're not using that math on your young woman. Oh, he's talking to nothing but trouble. Sorry about that, Corey. I apologize to you, brother. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast, Shout It Out Loud. Across the RyanORadio media page. Earth, Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, Navajo Nation. The British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally across the Jordan Communication and Family radio stations, East Alabama, West Georgia, including right here at 99.1 FM, The Key, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and much more. I tell you what, we appreciate you being with me. Stay, as we get ready to go into my haters. I got one thing to say to you. Listen up, haters. Tell them. Woo, I am the man around here. Nothing but trouble. Says, I am a woman. Want to play? Uh-oh. You're in trouble now. Corey said, I'm so used to him saying meth earlier. I saw that wrong. It's math. He's talking to nothing but hope, saying that 8.5 is 8 plus 4 equals 12. So you got to be 12. Let's hope you're not using that math on your young woman, my guy. And nothing but trouble says, I am a woman. Want to play? So there you go. Sorry that I said that meth thing again. I apologize to you, Corey. Appreciate you being with us, my friend. Know you guys are going to have fun. Nothing but trouble. Uh-oh. Nothing but trouble. Perfect name. I'm not going to say anything. So you're a woman. So, okay, nothing but trouble. Ma'am. I've been saying buddy all morning. Sorry. Hey, Sheriff finally got here. It's Monday. Wake up. Of course, it depends. Uh-oh, Corey, and nothing but trouble. Oh, they're getting into it on there. Nothing but trouble. Oh, well. Well, we welcome you in, Sheriff. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? All right, there's something going on around here. Woo, ma'am will get you in trouble. Ma'am will get you in trouble. Okay, I'm not going to say ma'am then. I don't want to get in trouble. Hey, Sherry and Holly, how you doing this morning? Sherry and Holly. Yep, we found you. I thought she was partying over the weekend. I think Cher had a party this weekend in Iowa. She didn't invite everybody. whatsoever. Mm-hmm. All right, our poll question this morning. And everyone's like, oh, and I tell you, this is for my analytics to build up the voting things. And there's a lot of people that voted on this morning. So, hey, I was going what I had to do. I tell you the truth. I'm just trying to get those analytics on the YouTube. But I don't care either way. And don't care what anybody votes either way. It doesn't bother me on all of you guys. And, you can get in here and you have a good time. And so there you go. All right, which of these candidates for president will you elect? Current President Biden's getting 16% of the votes. Former President Donald Trump is getting 47% of the votes. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has got only 6% of the votes. 30% of the votes going to none. One vote goes to Mickey Mouse, earlier someone said, and one vote goes to Kim Jong-un. So there you go. That's our poll question this morning. The analytics are looking good on that one. I appreciate it. A lot of people voted. Now, I'm not the official person to vote with, so this poll does not officially mean anything, does it? Vote for Navajo Sweetleaf for president. Yeah, Sweetleaf. Sweetleaf says, yes, I've already took it, and Ryan's going to be my campaign manager. That's right. Vote Sweetleaf, and he'll get you to smoke. You like that one? Sweetleaf's like, yeah. Campaign. You want to smoke? He'll get you to smoke. Vote Sweetleaf. I don't do any of it. I'm straight edge, skeptic, independent. No party, just storms. Oh, okay. Some tornadoes were massive. I know in Nebraska and Oklahoma were terrible. There's cleanup going on. Nothing anywhere near you was there, Cher? So I hope not. I know that there was in a couple other places. Oh, I'm glad she's okay too, because she had to be here for the show. She was a little late. We're going to write her up. All right, let's see what we got going on. Oh, yeah, we still got Tommy Lewis to come up inside the coach's corner. 15 minutes past the hour. 62 degrees, beautiful sunny skies out there. You're tuned in to RyanORadio Penitentiary, your home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and more at WQEE 99.1 FM, the key. South of me, one town was totally destroyed. What? Thank goodness it was nowhere near you, though. Storms tomorrow here. Yep, we got some storms here, but nothing like what they had in the Midwest. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a little sports news for you. The Atlanta Falcons are very excited about starter Kirk Cousins, despite drafting quarterback Michael Penix Jr. The Falcons are ready for a kickoff later this year to bring something. God of Cheese. Great voice for radio. Thank you, God of Cheese. I appreciate that. And you're a wonderful person yourself. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. That's an honor to have you come on, my friend. And everything. It's an honor to have you. We even having fun with Corey up there. And a lot of our people come on and have a good time. Nothing but Trouble is still with us, right? Don't call her ma'am. All right. The River Dragons defeated the Thunderbirds on Friday, but in overtime, the Thunderbirds on Saturday defeated the Dragons. And in overtime yesterday, the Thunderbirds took a 2-1 victory to move on to the finals next week in the FPHL. What a year it was for the River Dragons. We'll talk more about that with Richard Holdridge in the morning in our Friday Night Lights scoreboard, talking that and UFL football. Wow. I didn't get all the scores. I should have. For the UFL. Hey, Holly, says our friend, the one, the only. Share. You guys are having a good time in there. Thanks for all the likes, guys. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate the voting and people being able to vote. We probably will, Corey. We probably will, brother. I appreciate you being with us and everything. It'll be fun. We'll talk about that. We'll probably get Corey's story time after all. Yeah, you will. I appreciate you. You enjoy your first. You're going to skip my first class. Maybe we'll get Corey's. Oh, you're skipping your first class. Okay. Well, I got guests this morning, but we'll try to set you up for one day. For sure. I think it'd be great to have you. Like I said, you got to keep it clean because we're on the radio. So. But you can make fun of the meth heads. We wouldn't care. All right, let's see here what we got here. Wow. This one's really going to hit Richard hard. All right, there we go. Our scores and highlights from the UFL this weekend spring football action coming in May. I interview the guests. Oh, you will interview the meth heads and the guests. You want to interview guests? We're going to get with you for sure, brother. If you got some stuff. I know Red Bricks wants to come on. We got some stuff we're going to talk with him about. And Professor Fate, when everything's said and done after they launch the rocket in Australia, we're going to get some stuff that we want to talk about there too. But anyway, San Antonio Brahmas beat the Arlington Renegades 25-15 as the Renegades go 0-5 on the season. The Birmingham Stallions are 5-0 on the season, beating the Roughnecks 32-9. The St. Louis Battlehawks defeated the DC Defenders 45-12. And the Michigan Panthers defeated the Memphis Showboats 35-18. Week 6 coming up this week. We're excited about that. We'll talk more about that tomorrow with our good friend, Richard Holdridge. Plus, CFL football begins in May for you Canadian football fans out there, spring football, and it's going to last all the way up to September to the Grey Cup. So there you go. Excited about some football action. We're in the midst of baseball season. Ask our friend, the one, the only Braves Country radio show host, weekdays from 3 to 5, Braves Country's very own Matt McGee. He's interested in Braves baseball, bringing you some of the games on the YouTube page, Braves Country Radio, and bring you some of the highlights on his show weekdays from 3 to 5. So there you go. What? Yeah. So I think we got everything out of the way that we need to get out of the way. There. That's for tomorrow. There you go. Morning, Warrior Defenders. Good morning to Warrior Defenders. Exactly. Also, just a little Atlanta news for you, ladies and gentlemen. The Vice President, Kamala Harris, is to visit Atlanta today as she kicks off her Economy Opportunity Tour in Atlanta. So that's news that's coming in this morning. Let's see. That's all I got going on right here. We talked about some crazy stuff. What's his name? Harvey Weinstein. And our friend, Nothing But Trouble, was in with us all morning long. All right. Wow. Thank you guys for coming on, being a part of it. We got an interview coming up in just a few moments. Go inside the Coach's Corner. Coach Tommy Lewis tells us what's going on at Landmark. Plus, we'll talk NFL draft and UFL football action with him. And then we talk spring high school football action with the Landmark Christian War Eagles. But we appreciate every one of you guys voting. Thank you very much. Somebody tripped her when she arrives. Oh, we can't do that. But, if that's how you feel, that's fine. You see that? That's how we do it on this page. Brino! Oh, my goodness. The man that owns all these convenience stores, my Mr. Millionaire. Okay, go ahead and take care of it. Nothing but trouble if you'd like to. And I'll say you were here all along if somebody says you did it. I'll defend all my listeners. Brino, what's up? Brino, what's up? Brino. My man from New York. Woo! Tell you do what you got to do. I'll say I saw you the whole time. You were here in my feed the whole time. I defend all my listeners, whatever they decide to do. Because you guys are good to me. All right, let's see. 22 minutes past the hour. Current conditions in the Atlanta area. We are holding that beautiful sunny skies out there and 61 degrees time and temperature. Brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. They take care of my rodents. They can take care of yours too. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Mike on the Group can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. All right, I think I got everything done that needed to be done this morning. And we're going to go inside the Coach's Corner in a moment with Coach Tommy Lewis. But I want to end in this segment with our voting is going well. It's like I told everybody this morning, I had one of our great listeners. He's a truck driver. His name's Mike, and we appreciate him. I know he's sleeping now. And he was like, oh, this show's not about politics. I'm like, you're right, it's not. But I asked the poll question. But I just want the analytics. It's building my analytics up. There's a lot of people who voted on it. So if it helps my page, that's what I'm using it for. And I admit that to all my listeners. And you can like who you want to like. It doesn't bother me. So there you go. Which of the candidates for president will you elect? Biden's got 16% of the vote. Trump's got 48% of the vote. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has got 6% of the vote. 6% of the vote. 30% of the vote going to none. 1 going to Kim Jong-un, and 1 going to Mickey Mouse this morning. Hey, I give all my listeners their opportunities. And I appreciate each and every one of them. Yep, there you go. All right, so that's our poll question. It's not more the analytics. I know. Mike was like, hey, I agree with Mike. It's not. Yeah, but he's still my hero, and he stayed on for a while with us before he had to go to bed. Because he's a truck driver, guys. And this ain't 2020 where, he's a hero right now. No, he's still a hero 4 years later. Because without them and farmers and everything, I wouldn't be able to go to the local grocery store and grab those $5 Oreo cookies. $25 Cheez-Its. $75 milk, gallon of milk. But I do appreciate them for real, though. Yeah, making fun of the prices. There is some good stores you can go to. All right, Sweet Leaf, 100% Sweet Leaf is what you're going with. Woohoo! Well, Sweet Leaf is in there as well. I forgot. We got to put Sweet Leaf in the candidates. So Sweet Leaf, you've been put in here with the candidates. So got Sweet Leaf, Mickey Mouse, Kim Jong-un, none, RFK Jr., Trump, and Biden. So there you go. Wow, he lets people do what they want to do without getting mad, throwing a hissy fit like a 2-year-old. You just want to vote for so-and-so. But like if you guys do some tripping or something on it, I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything of whatever you do. You were here all along. That's what I say. All right. You ready? Oh, you know what I want to do? I got to do my daily devotion. Some of you will like it. Some of you won't. But Sweet Leaf says about time from the Navajo Nation. We've been waiting on it, Ryan. Okay. Navajo Nation asked for it, and we're going to give it to them. From Hebrews 12:2, Psalms 33:5, Hebrews 11:27, and Psalm 16:11 from the Daily Devotion Prayer Book of Jesus Listens from Sarah Young, brought to you by Noonan City Church, 17 First Avenue, here in the metro Atlanta area, Noonan, every Sunday morning, 8 a.m. services inside, 9 a.m. and 10:30 outside under the tent, and for the hip cool kids at 6:30 p.m. There you go. Services. And this coming up Friday night is going to be a night of hymn music at the church starting at 6 o'clock. Come out and enjoy that. All right. Glorious Jesus, help me to lay down problems enough to glance at you. Ooh, yeah. Sometimes I picture myself standing on the edge of an ocean on the beach covered with pebbles. The pebbles represent problems, mine, my family, my friends, the world's, and everything. When I pick up the small stones, ladies and gentlemen, and hold them close to my eyes, examining them and the details, my view of them all around me is blocked. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Usually, as soon as I put down one pebble problem, I pick another one up. I keep picking problems up. Yeah, I know the feeling. The ocean represents you, the endless glory and presence for me. You whisper, choose me, beloved. Choose to see me, to find me in your moments. I long for the day to seek you continually with every habit, a delightful habit that keeps me close to you and your exquisite name. Amen. So that's our daily devotion, sponsored by Noonan City Church, 17 First Avenue, here in the metro Atlanta area of Noonan. Good morning. God bless everyone out there that is listening, that believe. And those that are appreciating me, allowing me to do it, thank you very much for tuning in and continuing to tune in as well. I appreciate you guys. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we should be heading inside the coach's corner to see what's going on with Coach Tommy Lewis. That's right. And we'll end the poll question at the end. Hopefully we can get that one more vote to make it look really good. Come on, one more person get in there and vote. Do it. Yep. Which of these candidates for president will you elect? Current President Biden's getting 15% of the votes. Former President Trump's getting 47% of the vote. RFK Jr. is getting 6% of the vote, 31% going to none, 1% going to Sweetleaf, 1% going to Mickey Mouse, and 1% going to Kim Jong-un. You should all see them all know that they were roadie. Those are write-in ballots. All right, back in a moment. Oh, man, give me that one more. It looks good. The biggest poll question of the morning, folks. I love it. Thank you for voting, guys. If we can hit that one more vote, it'd be, you just don't know. It'd be like, what?
I'm Christy, owner of Ellsworth Insurance, located here in Newton, Georgia. We're an independent agency with access to multiple carriers for home, auto, and commercial insurance. We're your one-stop shop for your insurance needs. www.770-755-7053. We look forward to meeting you soon.
Hey, Coach, how's it going?
I'm well, sir. How are you?
I'm good for a Monday.
Oh, hey. TGIM, man.
It is.
The Lord has given us another day and another week, so let's act it.
Yes, it is. And it's going to be a beautiful day today, too.
Yeah, man. How was your weekend?
It was a pretty good weekend. I wish it was a little longer. I like resting sometimes, but I enjoy what I do. And
I hear you, man.
but every once in a while, I like to rest. I don't know what that is, but I'm trying to learn.
That's important. It's important to rest every now and then. So I hope if you didn't find time this weekend, you find some time soon.
I sure will. Got a lot going.
It's important to rest and rejuvenate.
It definitely is. It definitely is. Well, I got a lot going on today, so I'm just going to be praying, and it's good stuff. Not any bad stuff. A lot of good stuff going on today. So, got a big day. Yeah, it may do something further for me. So.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity coming for me.
Awesome.
So.
Good. I'll be praying for that, brother.
Yeah, definitely do. Because it will be awesome for sure.
Right now.
There you go. Thank you.
Absolutely, brother.
Well, we'll talk about what's going on at the school first, and getting ready for spring football game, and then we'll talk about UFL, and finally, if we have enough time, we'll drop in the thoughts on the NFL draft if we can. So.
I have to admit, this is the first year in a while that I was kind of detached from the NFL draft.
Okay.
My daughter's conference volleyball tournament this past Friday, Saturday, so I was kind of.
Oh, well, I tell you what, that's a hot game right now because we got a professional team in Atlanta that's going to the playoffs called the Atlanta Vibe.
The indoor team.
Yeah, the Atlanta Vibe. Yeah, they're a volleyball team.
Yeah, this is beach volleyball, but yeah, same
Similar idea, yeah.
Right. So that is cool. So our team made the playoffs?
Yeah, the Atlanta Vibe did. They're in the playoffs, and they just won like over the weekend major, so they're moving on. So I'm like, wow. We had a professional volleyball team in Atlanta.
Yeah, man.
All right, we get ready to come on, Coach.
All right, my brother.
Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. And we're going inside the coach's corner this morning with our favorite head football coach from the landmark Christian War Eagles. Let's please welcome into the studio and on the show, Coach Tommy Lewis. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Ryan. How you doing today?
I'm doing good on this Monday, TGIM as you like to call it. So how about you?
Thank God it's Monday, brother. Lord's giving us another day.
And a beautiful one at that, too. I mean,
Amen.
this is perfect weather to be playing spring sports outside today. It really is.
Yeah, it really has been amazing. Last week's weather was fantastic, and got a lot in last week, and a lot of good stuff to talk about, man. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with some of the spring sports. We'll get into the spring football game here in just a few, but let's just kick off everything else. Let's start with the bats. Let's start with the swing of the bats.
Yeah, okay. Well, our baseball team had a solid season, had a couple of seniors going on to play next level ball at East Georgia College. That was Max Echeverria and Jaden Cruz. And we have a couple of underclassmen that I know will be doing the same thing that those guys are doing. Once they're seniors, we have a lot of young talent too. But we just couldn't push through the first round of states, Rhino. We had to travel to Providence Christian. I think it took a little while for us to wake up. We got thumped in the first game, 15-0. Just didn't look ourselves at all. But it's a best-of-3 series, and so we took the cobwebs out.
Right.
Put that one behind us. Got ready for the second game of a doubleheader on last Thursday, and wow, what a ball game it was! It was 0-0 after a complete game, so they went into extra innings, obviously. And,
right.
Providence ended up pulling it out with a solo shot home run. That second game, we were the home game, so the home team. So it wasn't necessarily a walk off, but it had the same effect because we just couldn't push any runs across at the bottom of the inning, and so we lost Providence 2 straight. But man, what a game! What a pitcher's duel that second game was, and just a very exciting. And you can't say enough about our coaching staff. Our boys battled the whole year. Really took steps in the right direction. We were a relatively young team, so I think we'll be able to pick right up where we left off. Although both Max and Hayden, our two seniors, our senior starters, they were both pitchers, so we will be missing their pitching. We'll be missing the bat of Grant Poole, starting first base, and he's another senior. Great, solid season. We'll call it a solid season this year for sure. Qualifying for states, getting third in the region, qualifying for states, and battling a team like Providence. Was a really great atmosphere there in Providence, and they put on a good show there. And so our baseball season is over. However, we had great news and results for our other sports that were competing last week.
Okay.
Both our boys and girls track teams are repeat region champions, 2A, Region 5 champions.
Right.
Beating both teams, beating the likes of Redan and Columbia High Schools, and the public schools that are obviously much bigger than us that we get bumped up into. But our track program is alive and kicking and looking, vaulted themselves into the sectionals with plenty of our runners qualifying and moving forward. And region champions. So this weekend, both our track teams, all of our kids that qualified for sectionals will be traveling to Rockmart High School.
Okay.
Sectionals this Saturday. So anybody that any of our track fans out there, please support our track athletes out there. They've had a fantastic year and are looking to continue that at Rockmart sectionals, and there we'll find out how many of our athletes qualify for state. And so it's
Sounds
a very
good.
exciting time in track and field as repeat champions of our region. So that was awesome. That region meet took place over 2 days, last Monday and Wednesday, right here on our campus. And it was just a great atmosphere. Like you mentioned, great weather.
Right.
And so it was just a great way to finish off their home season. They're at home for the region championships, and they'll head to Rockmart this Saturday for sectionals.
Sounds good.
Our girls soccer team.
Okay.
Our girls soccer team hosting the second round of state, looking to advance to the Elite Eight, taking on a very strong Walker School team at home last Thursday. But I tell you what, our girls did not back down one bit and had a fantastic showing in front of a home crowd, and ended up winning the game, winning the match 3-0 to set themselves up for our first ever trip for our girls soccer program, first ever trip to the Elite Eight. And we'll be hosting that, Rhino, tomorrow night.
Okay.
So want all of our soccer fans out there, come out in droves, even if you're not a soccer fan, for the first ever girls home state quarterfinal, Elite Eight, on our campus at our Garwood Stadium against Ace Charter School.
Right.
At 6 p.m. tomorrow night. So very excited about that.
Right.
Congrats to our girls, and just a tremendous season that they are having, and will continue to have tomorrow night as they host Ace Charter. And then also advancing from the Elite Eight to the Final Four is our boys tennis team. We hosted Ace Charter School last Thursday in the Elite Eight, and won that one in straight matches, 3-0. And so we've earned the right to play in the Final Four for our boys tennis team. And
Wow.
We learned over the weekend that we will be going to Fellowship Christian School. We have not set, the state basically gives you a week to get that in.
Right.
Has to do with, resting the athletes, the weather, of course, and all those kind of things. So,
Correct.
the date and time has not been set yet. Of course, we'll get that out to everybody. It'll be on our social media and on our website once it is set. But we'll be headed to Fellowship Christian sometime either this week or as late as next Monday. The state gives you till Monday the 6th to get that in. So very excited for our boys tennis team. I think it was 2 years ago we went to the Final Four for the first time. Now we're going to the Final Four for the second time. So the guys are really excited about that opportunity that they have before then. Again, we'll find out exactly when that takes place. So that's pretty much it for our spring sports, although I forget golf.
Golf.
How could I forget golf?
Yeah, really.
On Monday, our girls did a great job showing themselves well in the area match, although they did not qualify to advance to state. They had a solid season and really showed steady improvement throughout the year. And so Coach McCormick's very excited about those girls. And then our guys, however, did qualify for state. I think they came in third for the area, and that qualifies them to go to state.
Right.
State is not until May 20th. So we have a little time before we'll have news on how they fared at state.
Right.
Very excited for the boys. Both our girls and boys programs qualified last year. This year, just the boys did, so we're very excited about that. So
Okay.
The last two senior athletes finally commit, and we'll be signing with the colleges of their choice for their respective sports. We have basketball player Joshua Harris
Mm-hmm.
signing with Eastern University out of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Outside of Philly.
Yep.
He just committed to them, and is very excited about the opportunity. They think they're coming off like a 21-8 season, made it to the second round of the NCAA at the Division III level this past season. So Joshua's joined a very good program, and Eastern University is getting not just a very good basketball player, but a solid young man. Joshua, was involved in many of our on-campus clubs and ministries.
Right.
He was voted both the homecoming king as well as the prom king. He's a very popular young man, very good athlete, and so he's headed to Eastern University. He makes that signing official tomorrow at our signing day right after school in our high school gym. Joshua Harris will be signing with Eastern, and Jackson Ortega, one of our senior tennis players, is leading our team to the Final Four here in the next few days. Jackson is signing with Covenant College for tennis.
Okay.
Very excited for Jackson and his tennis career. He's been playing number ones for us these last couple of years, and he's parlaying those tennis talent into the college levels and to go play at Covenant College up in Tennessee. So very excited for those two athletes and their families. We will have that signing celebration tomorrow at 3:45.
Cool.
Tomorrow at 3:45 p.m. right after school in our high school gym.
All right.
And then as we're finishing that up and celebrating them, we'll be able to walk right down the street to our Garwood Stadium and cheer on the girls' soccer team as they host Ace Charter in the Elite 8 of the state playoffs at 6 p.m.
Awesome.
So, lots of spring sports still going on here, Rhino. It's been a very exciting couple of weeks, and we're excited for all our athletes to continue to advance in the state playoffs.
Sounds good. Sounds like everybody's having a good time, and it sounds like a lot of great things going on at Landmark, and we'll talk about how we can join Landmark a little later before we let you out of here and how people can follow. But I want to talk a little spring football over there as we get ready for spring football in a few weeks. I mean, I know you're probably biting your nails and you're ready to go. You're ready to get back out there on the field with the team to do the spring football game.
Absolutely. Can't wait. Looking very forward to getting the guys back out there. I know they're excited about it. A couple of our guys will be joining us late. Well, at least we hope they are, because they'll be, they're getting ready for sectionals track this week, and hopefully they'll be qualifying for states the following week, which is when we start spring practice. So young men like Skylar Hamilton, looking to be our starting QB this year. Very excited about how he's developed over the last really 18 months, really the last year and a half. He's really come on strong, and he's looking to take the reins of our offense. And then also Fisher Thomas is one of our linemen. He's also a long snapper. He was a region champion, individual region champion in the shot put this past week, and so he's looking to qualify. Hopefully to move on to states, but he'll be competing this week in area. So those are a couple of our football athletes that are still in track. Jackson Burke, another sprinter, who is a young sprinter who's worked out with the track team. He has been involved in I believe our 4x1 or 4x2 relay teams. Jake Barnett is a young thrower who will also be practicing this week, getting ready for area in the discus and the shot. So really excited for all these guys that are continuing their spring season. And again, hopefully they qualify for states as well, and they're not joining us until the week of the 13th.
Right.
Rhino. But the other guys that are ready to roll have a lot of young talent, a lot of guys looking forward to the season. First up front, Chidaberi Abahara. He'll probably play center, maybe guard for us. Peyton Gunn, he played baseball this spring. He'll be playing center or guard for us. Christopher Speed, year. So he's looking forward to spring ball. And then our perimeter guys. We have a strong linebacker core returning. Rhino with Harvey and Betty, and Brady Robinson and some underclassmen that look to contribute this year, but they'll be led by senior Robert Mayfield. Senior Robert Mayfield is looking to make some noise both at linebacker as well as in the backfield on the offense and running back.
Right.
So yeah, everybody's really excited about this.
I'm excited.
Coming out. Elijah Barrett and Javon bringing a couple more speedsters, looking to make some noise outside on the perimeter at receiving spots on offense, and they'll play some corners, some safety on the defensive side. We're looking forward to it, and then we're looking forward to some of our young guys moving up. Our current 8th graders that'll be moving up next year to play on the high school teams, the JV and the varsity. We're very excited about that group. Some really, really good young talent coming up. Rhino, that some names that people will want to remember, and kind of commit to memory, and then remember as we move forward. A couple of twins, our Pollock twins.
Okay.
Cole Pollock.
Uh-oh.
Remember that name? Those names. Those boys had fantastic middle school seasons this last year.
Right.
And are looking to make some noise at the high school level. Cannon Robinson is another one. He's won a couple of awards as an 8th grade quarterback. A couple of awards in the Atlanta metro area as the top quarterback in the area. Very excited to see him compete. And so, we're looking forward to this young group coming up, Rhino, and Jackson Lee is another one. He's a multi-sport athlete. He plays, he's like the Pollard boys. He plays just about everything. But Jackson Lee is another one.
Right.
Both, to compete and contribute this year. So want everybody to be listening to the young names over the intercom when we have our spring game on May 18th.
Woohoo!
May 18th, we play Clarkston High School at home here on our campus at historic Thorne Stadium. We'll play Clarkston High School Saturday, May 18th at 6 p.m. as kickoff. So everybody put that on the calendar, and just mention just a few of the names that they'll be hearing over those loudspeakers that evening. And so everybody's real excited about it, Rhino.
Sounds good to me. I'm enjoying football action right now and can't wait for some high school football action. I'm glad that you guys are going to able to play another team during this time and get ready to get focused on going into the fall of the season. And speaking of football, UFL is really hot in week 5 this past weekend. The Birmingham Stallions are going 5-0, but our Renegades are 0-5 this season. Let's get into some UFL football action.
Yeah, we'll continue to pull for our Renegades, Rhino.
Right.
We're not going to be fair weather fans. A couple
right.
of our guys on the team with landmark connections, especially Donald Payne, a landmark alum, who's also an NFL alum, played with the Jacksonville Jaguars a couple of years.
Yep.
With those, and now with those Renegades. We're not fair weather fans. We'll keep pulling for them, but
I know you.
It seems to me that their offense is struggling.
It is.
I haven't seen enough of them to make any kind of educated comment about what might be fixed or what have you. But
right.
But yeah, it seems like their offense is really struggling, and of course that puts a ton of pressure on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
The defense is on the field an awful lot, and the Renegades are definitely struggling. But the local boys, those Birmingham Stallions.
Oh man.
Are they hot or what?
They are hot. 5-0. They are top notch. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just they got a lot of guys from Alabama and Georgia playing on the team, and that Southern boys can play football. It's just the way it is.
The SEC certainly has dominated college football in the last few years, and those states have some high quality high school football, and so it's no doubt about it. But the Birmingham Stallions are getting after it. Very efficient on offense, and they certainly are a lot of fun to follow. That's for sure, Ron.
It is, and the funny thing about it is Houston is the hometown of the wrestler Booker T, who wrestled in WCW and the WWE around the time because the Rock's part owners of the XFL going into the USFL. So they brought him out as a big, here's Booker T from Houston, from the Houston Roughnecks. And then our Birmingham Stallions are just like, well, okay, nobody famous come for us. We're just going to play football. And they won the thing. So it's one heck of a UFL this year to me. It's been exciting. The games I've called, Coach, I've really say I can see this spring league building in the next couple of years. We had 2 more teams, areas that are not too far away, but I'd like to see another area maybe added in Florida, possibly down in Mobile or something like that.
Yeah, no, that really would be. I have to admit, I'm not maybe as aware as maybe you are, Rhino, or some of other USL fans out there. But if there is talk of adding some teams, it would be nice to get to a 10-team league.
Yep.
Go 5-5. I don't know if they would look to go back to those former XFL or USFL cities first, or whether they would just look to expand in a new area.
Right.
But I think the success of this league and the people that have the fans and the interest that they've been able to garner in this year, the first combined league, it's been going real well. It would be really neat to get to like I said, add maybe one more team to each conference. And,
yep.
And make it a 10-team league.
Yep.
Some really good competitive football going on, and opportunities for either some guys that got cut out of the NFL, or some
right.
guys that are looking to break in the NFL.
Yes.
It's just it's a great way to develop that talent. That's for sure.
It definitely is. Well, Coach, tell everybody how they can follow you, what's going on at Landmark Christian, and all that good stuff before we let you go. We got a couple of minutes left.
Yes, sir. Yeah, just please look us up on your favorite social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. We're always putting information out there about our events. If you're out there, if you're just a fan wanting to follow us, that's a great way to do it. We're also, of course, on the web. We have our website that updates all of our athletics. But if you're out there and you're a family that wants to join a Christian community, have your kids in a great Christian education, then please visit our website, make an appointment with our admissions office, our admissions team. Be glad to walk you through that process. And we're always looking to expand our family and our community, Rhino. So invite anybody that's looking for that to please come see it.
Well, Coach, we thank you for being with us. Anything else you'd like to add?
Love you folks here at WQEE, Rhino. Thanks so much for having us on. Appreciate everything y'all do for our community as well.
Thank you. Well, guys, that's been Inside the Coach's Corner with our favorite head coach, Tommy Lewis from the Landmark Christian War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Back in a moment. All right, Coach. Went great as always.
Rhino, you are the man. You are the man. Praying that everything goes well today, brother. It sounds like it's going to be a big day.
It is. It's going to be a big one. So I hope it definitely appreciate that prayer.
Absolutely, brother. May the Lord be with you. Have a great day and a great week.
Same to you. We'll talk again next Monday.
Sounds great, Rhino. Appreciate you, brother.
All right. Appreciate you too. Ooh, we finally got to where I wanted to go. I got over what I wanted. All right. In the poll. What else? I'll end it once I announce it. Oh, man. Got what I wanted. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Our poll question this morning, which of the candidates for president will you elect? We got some Biden fans. We got some Trump fans. We got a little bit of RFK. Here's the final vote. 17% say they would reelect Biden. 46 say they will reelect Trump. 7% say RFK Jr. and 30% just none. And our poll question hit a lot of people voting this morning. We appreciate all you wonderful people voting. If you look on there, how many people voted, we appreciate it. One of our top poll questions of the day. Not political, just asking a question. All right, we'll be back here to Tuesday edition. We'll have Richard Holdridge from the Sports Beat in period number 2 and movie reviews with Shane B tomorrow on the Tuesday edition of the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Until we meet again, peace, love, respect. I am out of here. Thank you. We'll see you guys tomorrow. 102 votes. Way to go. Have a great day.